The car was clearly a flooded write-off, yet he was willing to pay a high price for it, and he bought dozens of them, never bargaining or negotiating. He was not reselling them, and he was not buying them to drive. Why was he doing something so unusual? Even the car dealers could not understand. What confused them even more was, after purchasing the cars, he drove them to an abandoned parking lot. It was filled with scrapped vehicles. He stood before a vending-style machine, inserted the keys of the scrap cars. Once the machine received the keys, it spit out a package, and inside was a large amount of cash, much more than what he had spent buying the cars. The dealer who had been following him became even more curious. Carrying his doubts, Jhoan approached the machine, but he had no idea. This was all a trap set by the revenge team. The next day, Nick returned to buy more cars. The dealer tied him up immediately. They demanded to know why he was doing all this. Nick pretended to be frightened, then claimed he had met a super rich man. This man instructed Nick to buy used cars for him and promised Nick a 10% commission on the purchase price. So Nick never negotiated. If not for everything they saw earlier, no one would have believed such a story. But they had witnessed it with their own eyes. So this time, Jhoan had no doubts. Nick even carried a contract. It stated that the buyer had ordered 100 cars, but so far, Nick had only purchased 30, and now he was tied up here. Jhoan immediately proposed a partnership. After all, the contract with the buyer was signed by Nick. If something went wrong later, Nick would be the one taking blame. But their dealership had only 36 cars in stock, plus the 30 Nick had bought